Second coins of the today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of British coinage, the 1979 UK 2p coin. This coin is part of the larger decimalization movement in the United Kingdom, which reshaped British currency. Stay tuned as we explore the design, history, and potential collector's value of this bronze beauty. Let's start with the design of the 1979 2p coin. This coin is part of the decimal series that was introduced in 1971, when the UK made the monumental shift from the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence to a simpler decimal currency system. On the obverse, or the front side of the coin, you'll see the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This portrait was designed by Arnold Machin, and it was used on British coins from 1968 to 1984. In this depiction, the Queen is wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a significant and regal element of her attire. The obverse also bears the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The date 1979 is prominently displayed at the bottom. Now, let's flip the coin over to the reverse side. Here, you'll find a beautiful design that's become synonymous with the UK's 2p coin, the badge of the Prince of Wales. The reverse design features the emblem of the Prince of Wales, which consists of a plume of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet. Below the feathers, you'll find a ribbon with the German phrase Ich diene, which means I serve. This symbol has been associated with the Prince of Wales since the 14th century, and it represents the commitment of the heir to the British throne to serve the people of the United Kingdom. At the top of the reverse, you'll see the denomination new pence, which was used on 2p coins minted from 1971 to 1981. After 1981, the inscription was changed to just 2p to reflect the full adoption of the decimal system. To understand the importance of the 1979 2p coin, we need to take a step back and look at the broader historical context. The UK's transition to decimal currency in 1971 was one of the most significant changes in the country's monetary history. Before decimalization, the UK used a complex system of pounds, shillings, and pence that had been in place for centuries. £1 was divided into 20 shillings, and each shilling was further divided into 12 pence. Decimalization simplified this, creating a system where £1 was equal to 100 pence. The introduction of decimal currency was not just a technical change, it symbolized a modernizing UK, aligning its currency system with those of other major economies. The 2p coin was one of several new denominations introduced as part of this transition. Let's talk about the coin's composition. The 1979 2p coin is made of bronze, consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. This bronze composition was used for UK 2p coins until 1992, when the composition was changed to copper-plated steel to reduce production costs. The 1979 2p coin was minted at the Royal Mint, the official mint of the United Kingdom, which has a long and storied history of producing British coinage. Millions of these coins were struck for circulation, so it's not considered a rare coin by any means. Now, let's dive into the value and collectibility of the 1979 2p coin. Because millions of these coins were minted, most examples found in circulation today are only worth their face value 2p. However, as with all coins, condition plays a major role in determining a coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. A 1979 2p coin in circulated condition is generally only worth face value, but a coin in uncirculated, or mint state MS condition, could be worth more to collectors. Uncirculated examples, particularly those graded MS65 or higher, can be worth a few pounds at auction. Additionally, coins that were struck as part of proof sets, or coins with particularly sharp strikes and strong details, can command a premium among collectors. One area where the value of the 1979 2p coin could increase is if the coin has a minting error. While no major errors are known for this specific year, it's always worth checking your coins closely for signs of striking errors. Common minting errors that can occur on 2p coins include off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned with the coin's edge, and die cracks, which create raised lines or marks on the surface of the coin. These types of errors are rare, but when they occur, they can significantly increase the coin's value. If you're interested in collecting 1979 2p coins, here are a few tips to help you get started. First, always handle your coins with care. Hold them by the edges to avoid damaging the surface, and store them in protective holders to prevent wear and tear. If you have a coin that you believe might be in uncirculated condition, consider getting it professionally graded to determine its exact condition and value. Also, be on the lookout for proof coins. Proof versions of the 2p coin were struck with a special process that gives them a highly polished, mirror-like finish. These coins were not intended for circulation and are often more valuable than regular circulation strikes. One myth is that older coins are always more valuable just because of their age. The reality is that the value of a coin depends on several factors. Its rarity, condition, and collector demand are far more important than its age alone. Since millions of 1979 2p coins were minted, most examples are only worth their face value unless they are in exceptional condition or have a minting error. In conclusion, the 1979 UK 2p coin is an interesting piece of British coinage history, representing the era of decimalization in the United Kingdom. While most of these coins are still worth only their face value, uncirculated examples or coins with minting errors can be of interest to collectors. Whether you're just starting your coin collection or you're a seasoned numismatist, the 2p coin is a great addition to any British coin collection. Thank you for watching Coin Chronicles. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest coin videos. Have you found any 1979 2p coins in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting. Welcome back to my channel Coins Heritage. Today, we're going to take a closer look at a coin that many of us have probably seen or even held, the 1979 USA Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin. While it may seem like just another penny, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. From its design and historical context to its value and potential rarity, this coin has an interesting story to tell. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone curious about the value of that penny you found in your pocket, this video is for you. Let's start with the basics. The 1979 Lincoln Memorial Center is part of a long-running series that began in 1959 and ended in 2008. The Lincoln Memorial design replaced the wheat ears reverse, which had been in use since 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1979 penny, like its predecessors, was minted in massive quantities, but that doesn't mean every coin is the same when it comes to value and collectability. Let's dive into the details, starting with its design. On the obverse side of the 1979 penny, you'll find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been a staple of the U.S. penny since 1909 and remains one of the most iconic images in American coinage. Lincoln's profile is accompanied by the word liberty to his left, the motto "In God We Trust" above him, and the year 1979 just below. If you find a penny with a little letter beneath the date, that S the mint mark, which tells us where the coin was minted. In 1979, pennies were minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. If you see no mint mark under the date, your penny was minted in Philadelphia. A small d indicates it was minted in Denver, and an S means it came from San Francisco. The presence or absence of a mint mark can affect a coin's rarity and value, so it's always something to keep an eye out for. Now, let us flip the coin to its reverse side. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo. This image, which ran from 1959 to 2008, celebrates the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. If you look closely, you can even spot a tiny engraving of Lincoln's statue inside the memorial, just like the real monument in Washington, D.C. To fully appreciate the 1979 penny, it's important to understand the time in which it was minted. The late 1970s were a challenging period for the United States. Inflation was high, the energy crisis was in full swing, and the economy was struggling. Jimmy Carter was president, and many Americans were feeling the effects of economic stagnation and rising costs. Despite these challenges, the U.S. Mint continued to produce billions of pennies to meet the demand for small change. The 1979 penny was produced in staggering quantities. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 6 billion pennies, while the Denver Mint produced over 4.1 billion, and the San Francisco Mint contributed another 109 million coins. That's a total mintage of over 10 billion pennies in 1979 alone. With such high production numbers, you might be wondering, are these coins rare or valuable today? Well, it depends on a few factors, which we'll break down next. So, let us talk about value. The majority of 1979 pennies you'll find in circulation are only worth their face value 1 cent. These are the pennies that have been used in everyday transactions, and they typically show signs of wear and tear. However, if you come across a 1979 penny in uncirculated or near perfect condition, it could be worth a bit more. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin with no visible flaws. A 1979 penny graded MS65 or higher could be worth between 0.20 and 1, depending on its condition and whether it has a mint mark. A 1979 penny from the Philadelphia Mint in mint state condition, for example, is worth around 0.30 to 1. If you have a 1979 D penny from the Denver Mint in similar condition, it could be worth a little more. And don't forget about the 1979 S-proof penny, which was struck at the San Francisco Mint specifically for collectors. These proof pennies are worth between 1 and 3, depending on their condition. Proof pennies are specially made coins that have a higher level of detail and a mirror-like finish. They're struck using polished dies and are often packaged in sets for collectors. If you find a 1979 S-proof penny, it's definitely worth holding onto, as these coins tend to be in excellent condition and are more valuable than regular circulation pennies. Now, let us talk about errors and varieties. This is where things get really interesting. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and they can be worth significantly more than regular pennies. Some of the most common errors to look for in 1979 pennies include off-center strikes, die cracks, and double dies. These errors occur during the minting process and make the coin unique, which can dramatically increase its value. One of the most famous types of error is the double die, where the design elements are struck twice, resulting in a doubled appearance. While no major double die errors are known for the 1979 penny, it's always worth keeping an eye out for minor varieties. Even a small error, like an off-center strike, can make the coin worth several dollars or more, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. To spot these errors, it's important to inspect your coins closely, either with a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Check for any unusual features, such as misaligned images, doubling of letters or numbers, or strange cracks on the surface of the coin. If you find an error, you might just have a valuable penny on your hands. Another tip for collectors is to check rolls of pennies, especially from banks or coin dealers. Many uncirculated or error coins can be found in these rolls, and you never know what hidden gems might be inside. Searching through rolls is one of the most exciting parts of coin collecting. You might find a valuable coin hiding in plain sight. Now, let's touch on the rarity of the 1979 penny. With over 10 billion pennies minted, it's safe to say that the 1979 penny is not rare in general circulation. However, finding one in mint state condition or with a unique error can be much more challenging. Coins that have been well preserved over the years, especially those that have been professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC, are rarer and can command higher prices. If you think you have a 1979 penny in excellent condition or with a possible error, it might be worth getting it graded. Having your coin professionally graded and encapsulated in a protective slab not only preserves its condition but can also increase its value and appeal to collectors. So, what's the bottom line for the 1979 Lincoln Memorial Center? While most of these pennies are only worth their face value, coins in uncirculated condition or with unique errors can be worth significantly more. It's always worth checking your pocket change, coin jars, and rolls for these hidden treasures.